mobile heroes. But the ultimate, there's no synergy here yet. So I wonder if they'll pick anything up like that, or if they don't care.
Yeah. Well, you know, the thing is with the Grimstroke is just right now he's just solid in general. You don't necessarily need a combo with him right now. Just the combination of the Soulbind and the Silence could take out the Phoenix and the Witch Doctor, or could prevent a Blood
That's
Dagger.
true.
Like, I think the single targetness of the Grimstroke and like the combo is a bit overrated.
Okay, it's his other abilities you think make him stronger.
Yeah, I think he's really good in a team fight at disrupting a team fight, and I mean with an Invoker that is a double Cold Snap, potentially a double Orchid.
That's true. Is that that's definitely a mid Invoker, you think?
Yeah, they can't run it anywhere else at this stage.
There's no way, yeah.
Unless you're maybe running it as a 3, but that seems really weird and out of character for what I've seen Filsky run. Admittedly, I've only seen 2 games, but he likes to. From what I saw, he plays usually more tanky offlane. Juggernaut is a little kind of spooky, I think. You know, a lot of Faceless Void's power is that he denies the melee force quite a bit.
I really don't like Jug in the Faceless, especially this whole team. A lot of Jug's like fears are found in this team. Like he doesn't want magic immunity piercing stuns. Void offers that.
Grim has some of that.
And as you stated, Void has the just the ability to become a monster later in the game. I don't think Jug has that to the same degree. I don't think Jug can solo carry games to the degree Void can.
Yeah, but I think there is a lot on Radiant of their ability to get a team fight without the Jug having to solo carry. The Jug with an egg behind him, or a good cast, or a good initiation from Axe. We still don't really have.
Actually, what we should note is there is this ability. Well, Dire definitely has this far stronger late game here. There's this ability of Radiant to hit the timing. Jug's a very good hero hitting a timing such as that, where he can siege high ground with the abilities he has. And he has Healing Ward, he has Phoenix Heal, and he has Witch Doctor with an Axe sitting behind him.
10 seconds.
There could be a point where
is they have that timing, but their push isn't amazing. They don't have
other than
to actually take the tower.
Other than just sitting a Jug on high ground and hitting the tower.
So Kunkaban from Dire.
That's
would have been a good team fight for them. The Beastmaster ban I like.
I do like that too.
Tanky, add some push, that's what they need. Dire needs the same thing. Tricks needs to
play something, yeah.
Needs to get something. Can maybe help a push.
So how do you feel? Oh, go ahead.
I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for the final pick. I'm scared of Radiant's team fight, but I think they're a bit more cooldown dependent. Obviously, Chrono is a big cooldown, but Earth Spirit will provide pretty constant initiation. Invoker is generally pretty low cooldown. Grimstroke provides a lot of value even without the Soulbind.
I feel like this last hero on Dire needs to be low cooldown.
Yeah, and
maybe.
The issue is there's not a lot of great ways of hitting the egg, but there's not a ton of great ways of protecting the egg either, so it's a little spooky for the Phoenix.
The only way they protect the Phoenix right now is just putting 3 melee heroes in front of it. Or 2 melee heroes with Dragon Knight.
Maybe a call, but not really. It's no Mars eating, like a third of the damage.
No, not at all. How do you feel about this mid matchup between Dragon Knight and Invoker?
I think it'll probably be fine for both sides.
I feel like with points in Quas or also Dragon's Blood and none of them have huge nukes, I don't think either of them get a kill in this lane.
I mean, whenever you pick a Dragon Knight for a mid laner, you're basically saying I'm gonna sit mid, I'm gonna get farm, and I'm not going to die. Invoker with his Quas will probably be able to do that as well. He does have some pure damage with the Sunstrike, and Earth Spirit does provide some magic damage, which
I could see an Earth Spirit rotation turning into a kill in the mid lane.
I think you would have to have a rotation on either side, but I think Dire would have a higher chance of getting a kill. But I think probably what we're going to see is both of them go pretty even in the lane and just get farm.
Yeah. That's probably fair.
Darkseer.
How did Darkseer make it this far, actually?
I think he's been kind of falling off a bit since they changed it back to hasting. It's not as good as it was before, but it's still a solid pick. And it'll give them pressure, which they kind of need.
That's also a worry in the Jug lane. Jug does not have a fun time against Darkseer. He's a melee here, obviously. He doesn't want to man up on multiple ion shells. He's gonna have to eat a lot of regen.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
Pretty soon here.
Predictions.
It's tough. I think a lot of this game is gonna be coming down to who gets the good initiation. I feel like if Max gets a good call, it could go disastrously for Dire. I feel like if Earth Spirit gets a good roll, or Void gets a good chrono, it could go disastrously for Radiant. Outside of a lead, I think the lanes are pretty strong for Dire. Got very, very solid lanes that have high kill potential, which is always a little scary. So they might get that early snowball. The Grimstroke combo with probably the Void is obviously kill potential, and then a roll could be a kill anywhere.
I do agree with that. It's definitely, 1 second, gotta check something.
Whereas, well, we're going into the game. Hold on.
I think.
All right, bold prediction. Dire wins because they have the better pre-game animation. Radiant didn't even have like the animated.
I think all the
pre-game
viewers are
slot.
on your stream now, so I'm just going to stop my stream.
If that's what you want to do. Oh wow, we get in and there's a pause.
All right, we'll just go off your stream. All right.
Okay. If that's what we want to do.
All right. Are we viewing from you then?
I mean, you have your own camera. I have
Oh,
my
yeah.
own.
Very good.
I'll
All
take
right.
the
So what are we
camera
looking
away.
at? Well, you're the one streaming. We can't share camera work right now.
No, but we still both see the game, sir.
Yes. No, I know.
We
That's
got-
what I'm saying.
We got the try coming down south. Probably just a kill attempt, I would have to guess. They're gonna probably go for stroke and fade into roll.
Yeah, they're running the Void top. So it's the Axe and the Phoenix top. So the Phoenix was not a 3 as I thought, maybe. It's a 4. No surprise in the lanes from...
Wow, that would be a really good D word. But he blocked the camp. Could go either way. He's happy with that money. And of course he can deny it if he wishes.
Maybe the block of the camp was intended. So they can't
Very
get the side
possible.
pull on the side of Dire.
That is a failed attempt. A miscommunication. The Inkswell came out before the roll was ready.
That is a little early.
Tip on a tip from Sev.
That feels a little early.
I think it's just a miscommunication. Smack was turning around. He wasn't ready for the roll. Then he got it on him. And then by that point, it was a little bit too late.
Fair enough.
For the commit. Oh, Witch Doctor already has a Sal coming out from that ward.
See, that's the value of getting that word right there. It's gonna
A
change
lot of money.
They will need to have a lot of regen in this lane. As stated, the Darkseer, I feel, does have the advantage against Jug after a few levels.
Mm-hmm.
Just because, I mean, Jug can, you have spin because of Magic Community, but you never want to use spin against Ion Shell.
Yeah. Well, it's a little scary top too, because if Jog gets a good bash, then an Inkswell can follow it up, and it can turn into a kill very quickly.
Yeah, I do feel like this is a lane though that, depending on how it goes, the Radiant can put a lot of harass onto this Void.
Denied.
All right. What do you think is the matchup here that most? I think mid. Don't think much is gonna happen.
Yeah, mid's probably going to be real boring. I think the Bloodbath lane is going to be top. Earthspirit
top?
could get a roll, but like with the Ion Shell, Darcy's just going to kind of push out the wave.
And I think
they don't really have kill potential.
because Jug would just spin, or Witch Doctor would cast and walk away.
And they don't have. I mean, Earthspirit rolls in, and then what? There's not really any burst damage to follow it up.
All right.
Top, either team could get kills. I mean, Brightside's already enough.
I feel like Brightside does the TP out. That's
Classic.
he does have to make the walk back to lane now, but the lane's pushed in, so.
Yeah, the lane is. Oh,
Oh,
I was incorrect and got a hard T tours.
I should have. All right, I gotta
Darkseer
watch
went
the health
down.
bars.
Darkseer did go down to the Jug as well, so that's gonna be a good start for Fume getting the first blood. It's gonna
Jug has
be-
got boots queued up already.
Well, he has boots if he wants it.
Yeah,
And he
there's
already
the
got his
boots.
first Wraith Band. That is the one thing, is I think the early levels are a little scary for Dire in all three of the lanes.
Yes. I do feel that once Iron Shell is got a second and then eventually third level into it, I do feel the bottom lane is pretty autopilot for Dire.
Yeah. So right now, Sev slowly getting that damage up to start getting some last hits against the DK, but the Fire Breathe is powerful.
If
That
we look
damage
at
reduction
CS
is no
though,
joke.
Jaw's CS is actually not doing too right now. He's at half that of the Jug. And the Jug has... Fume has 6 denies in this lane.
Okay.
So the Darkseer's
a
4?
dive, possibly? No, just harassing Sev.
Just rest of
It is kind of a dive, but it's that sort of weird mid lane dive where they can just get away with it because Tower's hitting creeps. Meanwhile, though, Darkseer in trouble, and now Smack in trouble. He rolled into it, and that's not what you want to do when the spin's up. Not going to stun him, and Smack is definitely going to die here, it looks like. Oh, pops the stick.
Oh, maybe
he
not.
He
maybe
is wasting
not.
a lot of time. Oh, the kick! The roll!
Oh, he's
what
out.
A play.
Okay, that was awesome right there.
What a play. I mean, it
Top
was
lane,
started
they're looking for a
misplay.
dive on the void on the Jaw.
It's not pry. Oh, the courier's
His courier goes down.
But I don't think they're going to get a kill or anything. I mean, this is just kind of Axe things where he starts cutting. Unless Brightside stands in the creep wave.
I do think
that's not what you want to see.
Bottom lane looks like another kill's going out. Yep.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
Smack is down.
Does
Smack
not
is
get
down.
out in that time. Smack is stuck.
Brightside
is
keeping.
What a play.
But he has to make another walk back. This is the second time he has to do this laning phase.
Right now, at least, Jaw is kind of just sitting under tower getting the last hits. This is always kind of the problem I see with Axe is he kind of goes under tower and it cuts waves and then you just farm under tower.
He can't commit to the kill really though. Sev, his CS is not doing great against Colonel here.
Well, it's the power of that level 3 Dragon Breath. It's reducing that damage, the dealing damage, obviously. Every time Sev wants to go for a last hit, he's at 68 damage. Compared to the 84.
Top lane, Jaw's in trouble, maybe?
I think he's okay.
No. Oh, but Smack makes the rotation top. There, we could see a kill here.
Yeah, the combination could be powerful. Smoke pops. Roll goes out. Does get a stun on the Axe. The slow as well. Their stun's going to come out from that Inkswell. Another slow. But the Fire Spirits, they're powerful. The attack speed is
I think
not there.
Smack is down here.
I think it's alright if they get the kill, but they're not going to commit for it. Ooh, the Sunstrike.
Oh!
Champ from Sev!
Wait, look at net worth real quick. I'm going to look at net worth. That has brought Sev closer to the Dragon Knight in Colonel Squid, but Colonel Squid is still leading by about 500.
But the issue is there's going to be 4 bounty runs for Radiant.
Yeah, Radiant getting those 4 bounty runs. They have a 3k advantage at 5 minutes.
Yeah, all 3 lanes kind of being lost for Dire so far here. Witch Doctor maybe looking to make someone mid. Not really going to happen. Poor Jaw is going to have a rough time. Oh, he wants it. Oh, he gets
Oh, there we go. Oh, okay.
But now Darkseer can just do Darkseer things. He's going to be left alone in his lane. Sev looks like he's about to get gone on, but Witch Doctor can't quite get into range, and he's just going to TP out. They're going to fight 3
Jaw
almost dead on the top lane, but he's managed to get out so far. Axe is also pretty weak. Yeah, he's dead. But can they get a counter kill?
I think Silver Pike is going down.
Although the cast, very dangerous. Jaw, Smack rolling in, not Jaw. They can't.
He was going for the play there.
He's juked. Phoenix has juked them. Can he get out? Sal comes out on Axe. Now they see the Phoenix. The kick comes out. I think Swell should get him. Sorry, Stroke should get him. Smack's gonna go out in exchange. But Brightside, he knows no fear. If he gets the stun, maybe Boy can follow up, but it's probably not gonna happen. Meanwhile, Sev gets a DD in the mid lane, hopefully to help him get some more CS.
I do feel... I don't know, top lane is going very much in the advantage of Radiant right now. Even if Jax isn't here, isn't getting a lot of kills, he's definitely dominating this lane in terms of CS at this point. And if you look at it, the CS of the Jug is absolutely free farming compared to this. Doubling up the CS on the Void. Oh, here we go again.
44 last hits. They are going to get the Axe.
And 17 denies. I mean, oh, Dragonite.
Sev gets the DK on the dive. I looked away for a second. He doesn't have a cold snap.
Oh,
But he does have the damage. He will pop.
Sev will go down,
He
but
gets
I think
solo gold and solo XP for
from 2 kills, and I think that is value for the Invoker there.
Oh yeah, I think so too. And not only that, a lot of battle pass points being distributed. Lots of tips going out. All right, now
So he's getting his levels.
This is the danger time. All right, because if any of these people die again, they got to do the walk back, and that could totally turn it around.
Yes. I do feel it does look like they might be looking at something mid. I'm not sure.
If they can get it, it would be huge. They are going to get the stun. Oh, that's not what you want.
That's a miscommunication right there.
That is an unfortunate kick. No, he wasn't even out of stones. I don't know how. I think he was trying to kick him under tower, but he had the angle slightly wrong, and as a result, they just really said, "Get out of here."
I suppose. Top lane, we have Jaw taking more harass, but he's 6 and he's
Silence
turning.
Comes out. The Chrono comes out. This is definitely at least a kill, although the cast does a lot to save him.
Okay, I think
Jaw's gotta be a little
Jax might be going down too.
Jax gonna get a kill here with the spins, I think, and yeah, he will. Meanwhile, the roll gets juked out. There is an ink swell or a stroke coming out, but nope.
Jax is gonna turn.
Gonna die, maybe. The kick, the stroke, is it enough?
Oh.
One more right click, not gonna happen from Brightside.
I think this axe is too strong. I don't know. With his both the supports behind him. Oh, mid lane.
Yeah, Sev getting gone on. That's damage. I don't know if he's gonna be able to kill him. The tier 2 is powerful.
Oh!
The level 4 breathe fire does manage to take him out, and this is a strong lead for Radiant.
I think the DK takes the tower here. I think Colonel Squid takes.
He's gonna try. Smack with the Witch Doctor rotating in. He's definitely dead. The Maledict's gonna come out. There's no hope. No amount of fortification will save
He's gonna tick. He will tick.
No, he's gonna salve after this tick if he lives. No. And that's just
I think Squid takes the tower here. Yep. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Jug is... I mean, Fume is, like, nearly tripling up the farm of the Faceless Void at this point.
Yeah, it's getting close. Things are already looking a little bit rough.
We're looking at...
Still there. They're looking for a fight. Stun onto the Grimstroke. Already! A Death Ward available for the position 5, level 6 before the 10-minute mark. You don't see that super often. Meanwhile, down bottom, Filski gets Omni.
That's
a solo kill.
I think if they secure enough bounty runes, we are looking at an 11-minute, roughly, Battle Fury for this Juggernaut.
He's doing real well down in the bottom lane.
There's an 11-minute Battle Fury. I mean, yeah, we don't even have the Mask of Madness yet.
Looks like they're probably going to get 3, not 4, but no ultimates for either support on the side of Dire. Meanwhile, on the side of Radiant, those levels are out there. Are they going to keep...
What are we looking at? Network.
Oh, right side. He's in trouble. Sev is trying to do something. Going to try and take out the Witch Doctor on the backline while this is going on. Meanwhile, Faceless Void here. No Chrono for 24 seconds. There is a haste on that. Dragonite gets purged off very quickly.
Oh, I think Sev is in trouble here.
He has the invis. The roll does come in. There is a dust on the Sev, but he is walking out. Will he tick out? He does. Meanwhile, the egg does come out. They're trying to hit it. Trying. They do manage to get a job. Very weak. Chrono almost back up, but he's going to die before it can happen. DK looking to fight into the poor Darkseer now. A roll in. That's not what you want. Although the magic damage is there. The bounce comes out, and there's another Death Ward.
I think if you want to take a look... So, Mac, if you want to look at the net worth chart, what's concerning to me...
Real quick, though. Will he tick to the poison? I think
he's
he will.
He's going to tick. Yeah, he's ticking.
Oh, unfortunate.
The concerning thing here is both supports on the side of Nebula are about to surpass Sev, which is the leader for Team Dire. We are looking almost at a completely split net worth graph here.
This is pretty brutal. And I'll bring it up. This is always my number. You know, I always say, when you're looking at a game, here's how you can tell it's pretty much unwinnable. And I go by the 1K net worth per minute chart for advantage. And right now, it's 11K net worth advantage at 11 minutes. That's pretty hard to overcome.
And with that, on top of that, we have the supports about to surpass both cores on the side of Tricks. I don't know how you come back from this.
Well, with
I'm
a
interested
good
to see, though.
chrono, a good fight, they may be able to power up a comeback. But I think they're maybe a fight or two away from losing this game, even though it's only 12 minutes in.
I think on the back of a good fight with a good chrono or a wall, probably both would be necessary.
They've got to get one of the cores here. They can't afford... Well, I mean, they're worth a lot, so maybe they can't afford to get on the support. But Witch Doctor's invis, looking for something. DK
I think...
already has a blink.
Oh, I think they're going to go on Sev here.
Dead Sev. Oh no, he has the wherewithal, but the sentry comes out, the stun comes out, the ult comes out, and Sev's down. Meanwhile, setting up on top, they are getting a lot of damage into this axe. He already has a blade mail, but it looks like he will pop. It is a lot of gold.
So the axe kill is huge. Putting that, not just the kill for the gold in the XP, but putting him off the map for 30 seconds may allow them to get something mid.
Now the Battle Fury is online already for the Juggernaut. 13 minutes.
Battle Fury.
Sure exactly when he got it. And look, they're going. They want the Jug, or they want the DK. Jug's not there. Axe not there. They see him.
I think they can grab this DK if they're quick.
The roll comes in, nowhere near the mark, but they do see him. Meanwhile, Invoker's steeping in. He's probably going to catch him out here. Does manage to cold snap him. If a chrono comes in, it could be very big. And he does drop it. They drop the Sunstrike on top of it. He's very weak. He's going to go down. Now they just have to get out. If they can get out, it's probably worth.
Okay. Good disengage. Sev just throwing a tornado.
Axe is back up. Only has a blade mail, no blink. The DK was the only blink initiation. So they don't have to be super scared. But there is no chrono.
I think they're happy with that because without DK they have a hard time taking towers unless they commit 4 heroes.
Yeah, it's a big kill. They get the gold. Went over, the primary gold at least, went over to the Grimstroke, which isn't exactly what you want. Darkseer, not microwing the dragon. It's being pinged.
Oh, what do we have here? Both supports looking at each other. Oh, the ward deny.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
It's huge.
You spend that gold, you want to get it. Meanwhile, though, Darkseer is still looking, and the ult comes out for Brightside. It instantly gets canceled. The call is out, but the Inkswell probably going to go off before he dies. Indeed, it does.
Brightside is definitely dead.
The ult from the Earth Spirit here is going to do a lot of damage. Meanwhile, the Sunstrike comes out. One more could be enough. The egg comes out. It looks like the call does also come out onto the Faceless Void, so he's going to go down. Egg pops. Buyback on the Grimstroke. Death on the Faceless Void. No kills for Dire.
All right.
That network lead back the other way.
I think this tier 2 goes down now, for
Definitely.
sure.
With the dragon form and the creeps coming in, I don't.
Do you think they threaten high ground? They have half flanks left on the Dragon Knight. I don't think they threaten high ground though.
I think they're probably going to look for a tier 2 or probably rotate over to the Roche.
I don't know if they take Roche right now with Dragon Knight's form like over half over. Maybe next Dragon Knight form.
I think they're feeling strong enough. They should know Chrono's not up. It's very hard to get a good initiation at the moment, but they may just take a tier 2 or just go back to farming instead. Such a commanding lead, they have a lot of options.
I don't think they're in a rush right now.
No, and actually it looks like Smack gets maledicted,
Smack's
but
fine.
No follow-up. DK form runs out. 4 heroes.
We do have...
Void coming out.
Okay, they just got Trusty Shovel at 15 minutes. That's rough.
The Bongo coming out on the bright side. He's going to take the damage. Oh, the Witch Doctor wants him, but now he's cooldowns, so they're going to get the tier 2.
I think if he ults there, he might get that kill, but I don't know. Maybe he wants to save that ult.
I think he's learned his lesson from last time. As soon as he ults, the Phantom comes out, and then
he dies.
Your Phantom. Yeah. You don't get the kill. The ultimate's down. And
that's fair.
Radiant take the 3rd tier 2 in the past 2 minutes or so.
I mean, how long on Chrono? We have Chrono's up again, so Radiant do appear to be rotating bottom.
Yeah, they're just gonna try and get the tier 1, try and take that side of the map so that they can get some farm down there. Try and open up something for them.
To go to your earlier point, we are looking at a 17k lead.
Radiant, meanwhile, they see this tier 1 and they say, okay, we'll take Roche. Dire, not in a position to contest. Their closest tower is a tier 3, they just have to give it up.
I think with this Roche, we could see them go straight high ground.
Definitely.
without a gank or anything.
Especially with the Dragon form up, with the Phoenix behind him. Although
Oh, they're
smoke
smoking.
comes out, it's going to
Smoke's
get popped
pinged out,
by the
though.
Axe. The Axe is in a perfect position to see
It was pinged
and
out by
indeed
that
it
ward.
does. The Blink is also there. The Roche is low. Does drop. It's not going to be in time, but the Chrono is big. Unfortunately, the Faceless is stunned up. Oh, and they don't even manage to get the Witch Doctor out of all of this.
Oh.
What a disaster. Grim's going to go down as well. No buyback at this point. It may just be a GG call. The support of Smack.
I don't know.
45 seconds. 20, no Chrono when it's back up, although Radiant, they're hungry. The kick comes out. The roll up
So
in 1 second. He's doing a good job of baiting here, and he's really distracting them.
If you want to take a look, this ward right here, if you can see this,
Yeah.
this is they smoked under this in the river, which was an interesting decision.
Gotcha. Well, of course they don't know the ward is there, but...
Yes, but smoking in the low ground in the river was an interesting decision, is what I'm saying.
They kind of had to, you know? They needed the move speed from the smoke in order to get things done. There wasn't
That's
really
fair.
another way for them to get in. But now it's
I think.
feeling more and more insurmountable.
I mean, they're still at that 19k net worth lead at 18 minutes. The position
I
for
knew the hot. Where is it? I don't know the hotkey to bring up the win percentage, so
I can get it up though. I think.
you need the hotkey.
I don't know. I remember how to do that.
I almost hit F9, which would have been very poor.
That's something we're gonna have to figure out. I'll find the hotkey for you. Don't worry.
Sure. Meanwhile, Dire, they do have vision of this DK just sitting there. And they see the Witch Doctor behind him. The call comes out on the bright side. He's probably going to go down. The silence is out. The leash is out. But it don't matter, because Grim's already dead. Meanwhile, Void farming the enemy Ancient, slowly beating away, desperately looking to get that BKB. But it's going to be tough. This is the push. Jug just going to start hitting the tower. DK still in his dragon form. Ooh, a nice start. Kind of isolating this Dragon Knight and this Juggernaut. But it looks like Dragon Knight's just going to get away. Meanwhile, though, Jug's first life getting a little bit low. The heal from Witch Doctor's there. The Sunstrike isn't going to connect. They've committed the wall, but that's it. And it makes it a little bit awkward for Radiant to push. Meanwhile, Jaw still farming, has the Ogre Club. Might be able to get a bounty or two.
Time is money.
Earth Spirit kind of sitting bottom, although Radiant calls an audible, moves up top. Be-Life, you're there, I can't hear you.
I know. I'm here. I'm looking.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay. We're good. We're good. I'm just
Oh, it was
was looking at hotkeys and I forgot. Um.
No worries.
So we still have Aegis on the side of Dire. It looks like they're attempting to go high ground again. I think this time they get the tower for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be very
I don't know
difficult to
what-
hold.
I don't know what they have left in the tank. Oh,
Call
we got
comes
the call
out
once
onto
again.
Invoker. The ultimate from the Witch Doctor. There's no save for that. He does have buyback, but I think this is rapidly becoming the critical moment here.
I think a GG call could come at any minute or any second.
Roll in, doesn't connect on anything, does have a magnetize once again. Kind of an awkward position from the DK, pops the Dragon Form, but at this point they're going to have to take the fight. Another roll in onto the Jug, does connect, push him under the tier 3 towers. You know, the sun comes out on the Air Spirit, but it's not going to quite connect. They do try and haste him out. No one's died yet. Jug about half HP, but he does still have that Aegis. They are going to get smacked with the call from the Axe. Buyback immediately. They're trying to save Sev's buyback here.
They have the Chrono on the
whatever
Void.
net worth they can. The Chrono is indeed up. Radiant looking to possibly re-engage here. They're trying to walk back up. The DK Illusion is doing decent damage into that catapult. Tower's going to go down. Roll comes out, instantly spun. Combo. Now, the Grimstone Wilby is out. Instantly called, though. DK wants to go in, Jug wants to go out. That's a tower down. That's a dieback from the Ember Spirit. The problem is he rolls and Jug just spins, and then no stun happens, and then he gets DK stunned, and then he's just dead. So now...
Did we get a timing on that Roche? No.
Extra grim. It's going to be reclaimed soon. In fact, right now...
Oh, that's what they're waiting for. Maybe.
They do only lose one lane of Rax. I say only. It's 20 minutes in the game, so that is pretty significant at this stage. Only losing, though, the buyback on the Earth Spirit.
I think the side of Radiant are going to play it safe, although I think they're strong enough, honestly, to go high ground again if they wanted to. But, showing discipline.
They're in such a commanding lead, they don't have any rush, no matter how good the late game of Dire is. I feel like that late game seems like it's not coming.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it can come at this point unless... I suppose on the back of some team fight with a chrono. 1 second.
Right now, Dire does have an advantage in that Radiant is a little bit split up right now. They are looking for Invoker. They don't know that the Phoenix isn't there right now. Juggernaut shows bottom. They'll know that he's not available for the fight.
Welcome back.
A moment where they can take that fight. Welcome back, sir. Just talking about how
Alright.
the Juggernaut is a little split. Maybe Dire can look for a fight. They don't look too keen on it.
They're looking... I don't know, they're starting to collapse back together. I think we're just looking at Sev here is going to split the wave, or sorry, cut the wave.
Gonna drop the meatball. Stop them creeps from existing. They're gonna ghost walk again, probably. But meanwhile, Dragon Form is popped, and they're sieging. A call. They knew that the Earth Spirit was there. They also get the stun onto the Grimstroke. The Chrono comes out, does catch 2 carries, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. That Juggernaut feels pretty unkillable at the moment. The ult comes out from the Grimstroke. Does manage to bind 2 up in the spin, but no one dies. They are just too tanky. The GG's called.
Alright.
What a,
Alright, let's talk about that game.
I mean...
I think the easiest way to talk about that is they lost all 3 lanes from the start.
You lose 3 lanes, lose the game.
If we look at it within like by minute 6 or 8, I believe the Juggernaut had 3 times as many last hits as the Faceless Void. I don't know. The Void just didn't feel like he had a game ever to play. It was on him to kick Chronos, but he couldn't do anything with those Chronos.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, just an unfortunate game for that Void, for everyone really. They just never had any chance to get it done. There is a new lobby up, sir.
Oh, very good. I will join the lobby.
Alright. Yeah, it's actually I don't need this just yet. Yeah, you can see here the net worth differential is pretty powerful.
Well, look at those graphs. The net worth does not appear like it swung at any point into favor of Mr. Trix. There was that slight dip there at about 13 minutes.
Yeah, that was I think it was the chrono where they
got a few kills there.
Kills.